You see, nature will take a building like this and turn it into a pile of bricks, but nature will never take a pile of bricks and turn it into a building.
I guess I just have a question about the age of the earth. I've kind of been watching some of your videos, and I know that you know it's absolutely at least 55 years old.
No, I'm absolutely convinced it's at least 58 years old.
Oh, 58 now.
Yes, I'm getting
so it's
older
old.
now. Yeah.
But it's also not a central issue to salvation, which I agree with. But at the same time, I think it can be a central issue to somebody who's maybe an evolutionist or an atheist who the only leg that they have to stand on to prove evolution is that it's 13.8 billion years old. So I just kind of wonder, is that something that you've studied more to get more truth out of that? Because I think
Let me say this, that regardless of whether evolution is true or not, let's just say for the sake of argument it's true. I don't think it's true, but let's say macroevolution is true.
Right.
What does that do to Christianity? Not much, right? You still got God. You still got Jesus rising from the dead. So it's kind of a side issue that we discuss. But to try and say, I'm not going to say the universe is 13.8 billion years old because that might help evolution is kind of a motive that shouldn't be a part of your calculus. If it is 13.8 billion years old, it is, regardless of whether or not it helps evolution, right? But it doesn't help evolution. Why? Because the longer period of time you have, the more nature randomizes things. I mean, think about it this way. Suppose we took up a plane filled with confetti over this campus, and we dropped it out from 1,000 feet, red, white, and blue confetti. What would the chances it would spell the American flag or form the American flag on the quad? Not very good. You say, well, give it more time. Let's take it up to 10,000 feet. It's going to be even less of a chance, right? Because the more time that goes on, the more time the second law of thermodynamics has to randomize things rather than bring order to things. Now, it's true. Once you have a living thing, you can get order by taking energy from outside that living thing. But before you have any living things, the longer things go on, the more random things get. You see, nature will take a building like this and turn it into a pile of bricks, but nature will never take a pile of bricks and turn it into a building. That's one of the biggest problems with macroevolution. They have no idea where life came from, and yet they're just assuming they have life, and then they go from that point. So, regardless of how old the universe is, I think the evidence is better it's old, but no matter what view you take, you're making assumptions you can't prove. So, whether God created thousands of years ago or billions of years ago, you still need a creator.
Okay.